So everyone has been, well, if you're not, you should be, but anyone who's tuning into this surely knows what Omer Mayer has been doing overseas, playing for the U19 team, now playing for the U20 Israel national team. And the good folks over at Hammer and Rails, who I highly recommend all Purdue people, they already do follow them, so I don't even know why I'm acting like I'm endorsing them. They're a massive site, great content. I really like those guys over there. They did a poll, right? And they did a poll on what Purdue fans view, or how many people view Omer Mayer as a day one starter for Purdue. Dion, can you guess what percentage people said that they do view him as that?
I don't want to ruin the setup you have for this video, but G texted it to us.
I'm so sick, I forgot you were in that group. We're gonna move on though. Only 13% of Purdue fans view Omer Mayer as a day one starter per Hammer and Rails. I mean, look, when you look at what he's doing right now with the U20 team, U19 team, it's hard to be like that guy's coming off the bench. But there's some very valid points that are brought up with this when I think Purdue people talk about how they view this basketball team. CJ Cox has the experience. CJ Cox is, I would say, probably a better defender than Omer Meyer right now. I think he may even take care of the ball more than him. But I feel like that's just getting too cute about it. Like, it isn't Mayer just a starter day one? Meyer
It just
really got to figure that out. Isn't OM just a starter day one? I'm calling him OM. I'm saving myself.
it's Meyer.
He's OM.
Or Omer.
OM.
Ohm is
OM.
crazy. Also, by the way, I want all the listeners to know Carter was surprised I was in a group chat about the topics we're doing today.
I mean, are you surprised?
um, yeah, I mean, he's definitely a starter day one. That's the whole reason you bring him over. By the way, only reason he came over, we're talking about one of the best like basketball players like on the U19 stage. He didn't come all the way to America to come off the bench for CJ Cox. Respectfully. Respectfully.
If he does, you think he's posting that AI clip? Talking about, I don't know, no, come off the bench. Like he,
I'll tell you what, if CJ Cox starts day one and I don't get some quote from OM that is like absolute disgust from him, I want to know when I'm out. Like I'm out. Like I'm all the way out. Because
okay, but also like this is day one starter. Like I feel like that terminology means a little bit something here because it could take a while. And I feel like Paint respects players that come back, players that do certain things. Also, like while we're talking about this, CJ Cox has been with the team, right? Like Omer
yeah.
Meyer is still like overseas getting fits off, getting buckets off, which look, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I don't think he's playing the specific role that he's going to play for Purdue. And like he's just not on campus yet while CJ Cox is.
Completely disagree on the role portion. I've been adamant about this. People think I'm crazy for saying the ball is coming out of Braden's hands a little bit. Um, I can't really dissect in like because we're doing like a short form video. The ball is coming out of Braden's hands in the initial action. Braden is going to have the ball more than ever, but he's going to play a little bit more of a Steph Curry role where he doesn't have the ball in his hands for the initial action, but the action is being ran for Braden.
Mm,
Only way you can do that is if Omir's on the court. And if you watch like there was about a 4.5 minute video that dropped at Purdue practice, I think it was like a week ago.
yeah.
It's very clear that they're about to do that. Like if you watch the way Braden's playing in that practice video, it's very clear he's going to play off ball. A lot of catch and shoot, a lot of one move drives, a lot of him coming off screens, a lot of him getting the ball in like dribble handoff situations, a lot, just a different look. And I think it's going to work. Like that's why I've increased my units on them to win the national championship because like the dribble, pick and roll offensive style, like that's fun. Oh, we're about to play offense this year at Mackey. Like we're about to play some real offense, and I think it's going to be beautiful to watch.
Today's video is sponsored by Corp On Demand. Car, do you take care of yourself?
I try my best to, yeah.
Like not just treat yourself to expensive meals, but like you go to the doctor and things like that?
No, I just take care of myself. There's no need to go to the doctor unless I'm not taking care of myself, right?
Are you afraid of the doctor, Cart?
Just a little bit. I mean, if nothing's wrong, why would I go there?
Listen, I'm the same way, and so are millions of men across America. But that's why LabCorp On Demand is helping millions of people like us. With their men's health test, you can get a comprehensive look at your hormone levels, your total testosterone, and you don't even have to go to the doctor. It's easy, and you get the results the next day.
Testosterone, is that a big thing?
It's a really important thing, Cart. Sometimes you can feel off without even knowing something's wrong. But LabCorp On Demand wants to keep you healthy and wants to make it as easy as possible. Right now, you can get 20% off your men's health test by visiting our sponsor at tryelco.com/sleepersmedia. It's simple, affordable, and honestly, it's empowering to know that you're healthy and have this info about your body.
Didn't know that testosterone did all those things. I'm gonna have to take the guesswork out of this and go get my health checked out today using LabCorp On Demand.
The reason why I disagree with the sentiment about CJ Cox and Painter in like the returning aspect is this is a kid that's coming from overseas. If he was like from America, like a high school recruit, I think I would agree. But we're talking about a kid that doesn't have to play college basketball. He probably could play for some of the best teams in Europe possible. He probably could make a lot of money if he just sat on his hands, had this U19 performance. The Real Madrids, the Barcelonas of the world, I actually have no idea if Barcelona has a good basketball team. I just started naming soccer clubs.
They do. They do, by the way.
Okay.
Shout out to
Man
Charles.
City
Yeah,
then.
big Charles episode today.
But like those clubs would come calling, and he could just play a high level of European basketball at home. The reason he's choosing to come to America is he was promised something.
Yeah, I think, and this is the thing for me too. I think it works out well for both players. Like, I think CJ Cox in a role where he comes off the bench and he's like just this guy who can heat up and do a bunch of things and get buckets. I think it'll work out well for him. And I think a lot of people also are viewing OM right now as like this, I guess, this on ball high usage guy, which I just don't think is going to be his role for Purdue. So I think that's naturally going to cut down on turnovers. I do think the defense is a question, but at the same time, you know, if you have a rim protector at the rim like a Clough or a Jacobson, I feel like you feel better about that. And I don't think OM's just the worst defender in the world either.
I also Braden's not like a good defender, but Steph Curry effect, right? Because he doesn't have the ball forever on offense, he's tiring you out by running you around. Is Braden actually like, can you hide? Like you can hide Braden, but the other person can't hide. And if the other person's chasing Braden for 40 minutes, are they going to be as effective? Steph's not the greatest defender in the world, but if he tires you out, what are you going to do? Right? Braden might the difference in the role Braden's going to play, it's going to be really hard for the opposing point guard, like a Donovan Dent, to chase Braden Smith for 40 minutes while having to go get 20 on the other end. That's really tough. Does it have percentages for everybody starting, or was this just a OM thing?
I think it was just an OM thing.
Sneaky, the one I don't think starts is Clough.
See, the thing is, I feel like but to your point though, they bring in Clough to do that, right? Like, don't they bring in Clough to come off the bench for Jacobson?
I think, yeah, probably not. But I think there's a difference in the guy coming from South Dakota State
Hmm.
to come off the bench and maybe one of the best like international prospects possible. It's just two different polarizing personalities, two different players. I also think if you're gonna start OM, which I think your hand is forced to do, Jacobson fits a lot better at center.
Yeah, I think so. Look, I think the main thing I want to focus on here is day one starter, because I think I actually agree that day one CJ Cox will actually start. I think it'll be very, very soon that OM is a starter and closing games, whatever you want to say. But if I feel like I got a good read on Matt Painter, I don't think OM starts day one.
Can we make some sort of bet on that?
Yeah, what do you know what? I feel like we should just do something that completely funds our gambling. So let's put 50 on it. You and I put 50 on it that he does not start day one.
But the 50 has to, if he starts, my 50 has to go to a Purdue national championship bet. Your 50 has to go to like Houston.
Deal. Shake on that. That's hey everyone, this video is going up, so we can't run from it. Uh It'll be interesting to see though. The first thing, get him over here, and then we'll figure it out. How about that? That sounds about right.
This video is brought to you by NBA 2K Labs or maybe college football labs because the people behind 2K Labs have just built something awesome. CFBLabs.com has everything you need to play college football 26 even better. Cart, you've been playing the game, right?
I have been, but I'm behind the eight ball, Gregory. There's a lot of people out there who got a little bit of edge on me, but the good folks over at 2K Labs got me covered. They got the playbooks I need, the plays, the head-to-head coaches, knowing some teams. Obviously, way too many college football teams. I need the inside edge here, and they got all different types of things to help me get that edge.
Yeah, I jumped in and started playing Road to Glory over the weekend, and I ended up like a 2-star recruit that did not get one snap in season one because I chose the wrong school with the wrong roster that was way too loaded. Had I known that CFBLabs.com exists, I would have made a much more wise decision in my Road to Glory mode. They've got teams, playbooks, coaches, team comparison tools. You can literally see every single play in the game, every player in the game, their rating, what they're good at, all in one consolidated place online to help you make the right choices and win more games in college football 26. CFBLabs.com. Go check it out.